gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I have gone and done my fortnightly grocery haul already, so I'm going to show you guys what I got in a second. But this grocery haul is just a little bit different. Normally with my grocery hauls, my budget is $200 for my main shop, and then I've got $50 in the second week for my top-up shop, which I always show you guys as well. It's a little bit different in the fact of about a month ago, I did a big meat, I bought a big meat package from a butcher's. So every fortnight, about $68 I think it is, comes out of my afterpay for that shop, because the butcher's actually does afterpay, which is amazing because it was about nearly $300. I think it was $275 was that meat pack. And the idea behind me getting that at the time was not the virus stuff. That kind of hadn't come about just yet, but it had to do with it was just saving me time and money and all of that, because I could do a big bulk food prep. If you haven't seen that video, go and check out the bulk food prepping video. It was a two-part video because I had so much to do, so I had to split it. But I went and did that, and then of course the meat was supposed to last me, like the dinner meat, that with a little bit of what I had left still, actually went over 8 weeks. So it was definitely going to cut down time for me because I didn't have to do bulk food prepping every fortnight. I had done it in one lot. I didn't have to cook as much each night. Obviously it's been so great. I just have to get stuff out of the freezer, heat it up, and it's done. Sometimes I've got to put maybe a little bit of extra veggies on, or potato or rice or something like that, but otherwise it's been fantastic. So highly recommend doing that. I have always done bulk food prepping and things, but I've never bought a meat pack that stretches beyond a month. Like, I've done monthly grocery hauls, that kind of stuff too, you guys have seen me, but doing it for 8 weeks with that was the best thing for me. So it worked out really well for me. So in saying that, with that money, my budget then had dropped down to about $130 for my main shop, because I didn't have to buy meats and things like that. Today's a little bit different because I have gone ahead and got a few lots of chicken and one lot of mince, just whatever I could find, because now the craziness has happened and I'm just trying to replace the last month's worth of meats that I've actually used out of the freezer. So I wanted to get that, and I actually have a video coming up, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and check this out. I'm doing a little bit of bulk food prepping in the next few days, and it's going to be showing you guys what do you call it, like cheap meal bases that you can do that don't take up too much ingredients and stuff like that, and you can do it this time where, you know, meat is shortage on shortage at the moment because everyone keeps buying it. So you can find chicken, you can find mince, sausages, then you're set with these meals. So be sure to check out that video when it comes up. On the other thing too, VIP members, I usually do a meal plan with me video that goes with this grocery haul. But we are moving, everything's crazy, so I won't have that video up for you guys at all. I'm still doing a meal plan, but it's extremely flexible for me right now because I have to be with all the packing and everything going on. So that video will not be up this fortnight for you guys. I'm just way too busy, so I've had to cut down on my work. But the bulk food cooking video will be on the YouTube channel as just something for everyone to actually watch. So be sure to check that out. Once I move, VIP members, I will be bringing you new videos and all of that as usual. I've just got to get past this part of my life first. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys what I got. Today's budget was a little bit different, so it should have been $130 was the budget. I actually had $135 free money. That was with a voucher thing we had and a Flybuys deal. So I had lots of money there. And so I did go thinking, okay, I'll get a few extra things to put in the pantry and stuff as well. Not crazy, just replacing a lot of what I've got in my stockpiling, which I don't have a huge stockpiling. It's just what I've got in the pantry is normal for a couple of weeks, and then just a little bit to stretch a couple of weeks after that, basically, and that's it. So I will show you what I've got and then let you know how much I spent. Okay, so this is everything I've got for the fortnight. So basically this fortnight shop is some things I needed, some extra top-up sort of things I've replaced out of my stockpiling that we've used, that kind of thing. And just trying to be sensible with the things I've already got, in thinking, okay, well, I don't want to go through all that and be left with nothing either, because the shops are so empty. So I'm just like meat, for instance. I probably didn't need to buy meat because I have enough stuff in my freezer at the moment from that big shop that I did a couple of fortnights ago with the butchers. However, I don't want to just use that and be left with nothing, especially now with the supermarkets with no meat in the supermarkets that I normally get. Like Aldi was just completely wiped out today. So I did go around and obviously went through a few supermarkets. By the time I got to Coles, they had 3 of these left, so I did grab all 3 because I'm going to do, I've got different sauces in my stockpiling that I'll use to make up some dishes and stuff. I'll use them for different things. I'm working that out at the moment, but that was my thought. I've got sauces and things. I've got apricot chicken mixed to make up, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to utilize these, have them, we'll eat them, we'll have some left over for the freezer, all of that. This meat here, just my usual mince that I get. I went through 3 supermarkets and this was the only one I could find, and it's only a 500 gram. Now we use mince a lot for things, a lot of different dishes, tacos, spaghetti bolognese, like just lots of things. So I did actually want more because I don't actually have any in my freezer at the moment. So I grabbed this one because that's all I could get. I will look through the week and just hopefully catch it when they restock, and I'll get some extra because I really do need and want this in the freezer. So I will get more of that as well. But that's sort of the meat situation. The fresh fruit and veggies, normally in my shops you see me, I get lettuce, cucumber, carrot, capsicum, all of that. I've actually still got garden salad in my fridge at the moment, so I didn't need to buy lettuce or cucumber or anything, but I did get capsicum because I'll get that through, you know, through the week on my top-up shop basically, over the next week or so. But I did get capsicum because these capsicums I want to chop up and actually put in my freezer because I've gone through the stuff that I had in there. So I use those for making obviously different dishes like main meals and things like that. Plus we put them in eggs, all of that, really nice. So I did grab those. They were very expensive. I should have grabbed them at Aldi, but I sort of missed that section because I was trying to get to the meat and the dairy to see if there's anything left, and obviously there was nothing left. So I just forgot to get these there, but I should have because these were expensive. These were $12 a kilo. $12 a kilo at Coles, like it was insane. So that cost me $6 for that lot and $6 for that lot. It was very expensive. Carrots, however, for some reason I did get at Aldi. These were $1.79, so nearly double the price from my last shop. I think it was my last shop. I got them for 99 cents. I didn't need carrots, but I got more so I could chop them up, do a bit of bulk food prepping with them, chop them up, grate some up, and put them in the freezer just as backup. And so I have them for nights that we want, you know, carrots for vegetables. I just grab them straight out of there. Now it's already prepared for me and I can just chuck them in the pot and steam them up with peas and corn and all that. So they were the only fresh fruit and veggies. I didn't need apples, grapes, anything. We still had plenty of that left, so that was really good. Dairy at Aldi, no dairy at all. Apart from, actually, which I was really worried I wouldn't get any of this, they had this, which was amazing because I got 2 because I normally have one in the fridge and then one in the freezer, but I went through the one in the freezer and we went through our last one this morning here in the house. So I was like, oh crap, I bet you I won't be able to get any. But this was surprisingly pretty much the only thing that was in the dairy section. So I did grab 2 of those. They're cheap. They're like $1, I think they're $1.59 each. So I grabbed 2 of those, one for the fridge, one for the freezer. I did also get some sour cream here. This is the one we love and use, so I grabbed a couple of those because I've got tacos and enchiladas, all that sort of that thought in my head over the next, you know, couple of weeks. So I did grab those because they were very, very low there. There was probably 10 left. So I grabbed a couple of those because we use that a lot. So I did grab those. Potatoes was another thing, obviously I did grab 2. Very low on potatoes, so I did grab this. This was $5 for 3 kilos, which is so great. We pretty much have potatoes every day, some sort of potato every day. If we don't have potatoes, we have rice with our dishes. So we go through these quite quickly. So I did grab those, but I do have in the freezer now, I did stock up on a few bags of just, you know, your crinkle chips from Aldi when they were back in. and I threw them in the freezer just as backup if we run out of potato, rice, whatever, you know, or just for an easy dish as well. So I did grab those last week sometime. So I got the potatoes. That's a great price for that size for sure. Milk, I did actually buy 4, but we've opened one and I've left it in the fridge. So we did get 4 of those. Milk is something else that's really low at the moment in all the shops. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know whether it's people are buying so much and they can't keep up with the demand, but that was super low. So buying 3 or 4 is normal for us per week. So I did grab my usual amount that I get. Butter, I need butter for cooking cakes, my biscuits, all of that. I use it a lot for cooking. I couldn't find, this was the only butter I could find that was in a big 500 gram. Aldi completely out. The other supermarkets completely out. They did have your little, what is it, 200 or 250 gram sizes, but they're so much more expensive. It's $5 for this size, which is how much I think the Aldi one was. So if the Aldi one was in stock, I would have got it, but otherwise I just grabbed the Coles one. Yogurt, I realized the yogurts I've got left in the fridge only have a few more days before they're expired, so we need to get eating on those. Last time it was the big 18 pack, but we just haven't gone through them as quick as I thought we were going to. This was the only pack left in Aldi. There was no of the smaller pouches or anything like that, none of that there. They had bigger ones, but they were a different thing. I just didn't want those ones, and they were expensive to buy. So I got this again, $4.50 I think, or $4.99 for this, just the usual Aldi yogurt, but I did grab that. The expiry is not that long on this one, the 3rd of April. So I don't know, maybe it's got to do with their stock amounts at the moment, because Aldi's usually pretty good. Their expiry dates on things, especially like lettuces and stuff like that, are really long usually, but maybe because of all the buying, this is what's happened. So anyway, we needed yogurt. I grabbed those. Oh, this is a thing I've never bought in front of you guys before. I bought these years ago. These one-pan dinners. This is a different one. This is tomato lasagna. Really quick, really easy, great to have in the pantry. You just have to add, you can add veggies in there, but you just have to add your mince. So I did grab this, and I grabbed one for my stockpiling as well, but there's another one that I used to eat. It's a bit more of a savoury one, but I thought maybe the kids might prefer this. So I just grabbed this for quick and easy if we run out of stuff, I don't know, dinner. So I did grab that one, and it was $5 for that box. Laundry liquid is just $1.50 from Aldi. This they had plenty of, so that was really good. I just grabbed one because that's all I need, because I do have backups as well, so I grabbed that. Rice wheels on special for $4 at Coles, so I grabbed those. We haven't had these for a while, so when they're on special, I do grab them, and I did grab those. Tomato sauce, this looks a bit odd, I know, but here's the situation with tomato sauce. I actually went for a big refill bottle. Aldi, of course, every sauce is out. There's nothing left on the shelves. So I went to Coles, went to Woolworths. None of them had the big bottles. And then I didn't want to spend a huge amount. Like some of these bottles like this size are nearly $5. And I thought, oh, I'll just get the Coles brand. In Coles, all I could find was one of these bottles and one of these bottles. I found this bottle hidden on the back of the shelf, so I grabbed those and added up to less than $5, but still more expensive buying it that way. But we use tomato sauce a lot, so I definitely needed it and wanted it, so I did grab those, and that's why it looks like that. So my plan is to use this one and just refill it with this one when we run low. Bread and pizza flour. I've been looking for this again for weeks. Flour is completely out at all the supermarkets. Like, I can't get any flour. I luckily have plenty of self-raising flour in my pantry and in my backup, in my stockpiling there, but I only had one of these, and I use it. I use it a lot for making, you know, pizza-based things and stuff. So I wanted this one specifically, and this was actually hidden. I can't believe that I actually got it. It was hidden with the wholemeal ones. It was only one of them, but I grabbed it. I think it's $3.50. If you can find it, it's great. You need to buy yeast, obviously, and everything, which I luckily got. Was it my last top-up shop maybe, or when I did my stockpiling, but they restocked the yeast. It's all gone again now. You can't get yeast anywhere, but I'm so happy that I got that and found that again. Vegemite, needed Vegemite. This is Bardymite because it's supporting Ash Barty in 2020. Tennis player, I guess? I don't really know because I don't follow the tennis. But this was, actually I got extra flyby points for this, but we needed Vegemite anyway. Super, super low. I think it was $5.50 for that jar, so I grabbed that one. These, I have been buying the little snack ones because they've been on a super cheap deal. but they're not at the moment. So I actually went to grab the Aldi ones, the big 12 pack, but completely out. All school snacks and pantry supplies like muesli bars and that, all out at Aldi. This was the only packet at Coles, so I grabbed this one quickly off the shelf. Otherwise, all that was left was the snacks, like the expensive ones. And we don't need these because we do have cheese and bickies and stuff, but they're great to just grab if we need for the car, or, you know, I'm busy doing something, working, cleaning or whatever, then Isabella can grab one and snack. Muesli bars, I've already opened them. I got 2 boxes. I didn't go overboard with the muesli bars, but these have been out for the last couple of weeks in the store. So I was excited to see these again, but they had one just lot there and that was it. So I just grabbed my usual 2 lots there because it's something we can live without, but it's nice to actually have them, especially for school lunch boxes. So I grabbed those. They're only, what, $1.90. Oh, these are, how much were they? $4.50 I think they were for that. So actually more expensive than Aldi, but still great price. And then the dry biscuit situation, I did grab those, and I grabbed those. So 2 things I don't normally buy. At Aldi, all the dry bickies, rice cakes completely gone, sold out. However, I went around the corner to the chip aisle and there were no chips left on the shelf whatsoever. Like, there's meters of shelving of chips and they were all gone. But this was like randomly thrown at the back, at the bottom of the shelf. So I grabbed it. I think it's like $1.50. It's not very expensive. So I grabbed them because obviously we like these. We like to have them with our spreads on them, cheese, all of that. So I did grab those. I really wanted to get saladas, but there was nothing in Aldi. Went to Coles, went to Woolworths, absolutely no saladas or any of these types of biscuits left at all. But I did find these here. So I guess they're kind of like, what were they called? Savoys maybe? Anyway, they were $1 a packet. I thought, you know what, I'll just grab these. We'll give them a go, see how they are. I mean, $1 a packet is amazing. And if they're great, they'll be great for super snacks and stuff in the future as well. But this was all that was left. So I did grab 2 of those. I also, the kids have already attacked these, but chicken snack blast. So just the cheaper version of, you know, like shapes type thing. These were, I think, $1.29, and they're really yummy. So we've tried the Coles ones. They're a bit too salty for me, the Coles ones. Aldi ones are okay, but these, I actually preferred these. These are good and they're a good size. They're only about this big, so they were great. So we did grab those. What else have I got here? Oh, I couldn't get Isabella's little banana ones that we have from Aldi, so I did have to get the Rafferty's ones. They were about $3.95 I think for those, so I grabbed those. Chicken salt, we don't need, but I wanted it, so I grabbed that as well. Master Foods, I like Master Foods herbs and things. They're super great, and their containers are great too for like shaking and things out. So I think it was around $3.50 for that one. So also I grabbed this because, well, we have corn chips somewhere, corn chips, but I use this for tacos now, enchiladas, all of that. It's just cheaper buying this. This is like $1.50, the home brand, and I think the one in Aldi might even be a bit cheaper from memory from my last shop. But this, you get more in it. It's great. It lasts a bit longer too than the other one. So yeah, I grabbed that one for those reasons. And then apricot nectar, I've been looking for this for the last 2 weeks. Every time I go in the supermarket, I guess because it's a canned thing, I haven't been able to get it, but they put out a whole new box just as I went into Woolworths today, and I was so excited because I do have, if you've looked at, you know, previous grocery hauls, I have bought the apricot, what do you call it, apricot chicken packets for my stockpiling and just as a thing in the pantry at the moment, so I need this for it. So I grabbed these as well. I think they're $1 or $1.50 each a can, so happy to see them back. So I grabbed those. The 2 fruits here, the little tubs, I couldn't get these at Aldi. This was 8 tubs for $6.50, so it's a bit dearer because I think at Aldi I normally pay $2 for 4 tubs, so obviously a bit dearer, but this is all I can get, and I just wanted some extra little tub fruits in the pantry for when we run out of fruit this week. This is great for school lunches, it's great for home fruit snacks and things, just so I don't have to go back to the shop again unnecessary before my top-up shop. So I did grab these. Sugar's another thing that's completely out in the supermarkets. Every supermarket I went, no sugar, no white sugar, no caster sugar, no icing sugar, nothing. However, I needed brown sugar because I'm doing my, I think it's my chocolate cake recipe or it's my choc chip cookies I need it for. But they actually had one lot of this on the bottom shelf. It looked like it was a new thing they put out. However, it does say dark brown sugar. I don't know if that makes much of a difference. It looks the same as brown sugar to me. So anyway, I needed it. That's all I could get, so I grabbed that. Old El Paso is, some of their things are on sale at Coles at the moment, $1.50, so I grabbed these to do, I either use that with mince if I can get more mince, or I'll use it with the chicken and do how I normally do, like chicken enchilada, that type of thing. So I grabbed 2 of those. I got more tortillas as well to use for that sort of meal of whatever I actually end up doing, depending on what ingredients I can get. 2 lots of gloves because my other gloves had holes in them, and I've been doing a lot of cleaning because we're moving, so I did grab 2. I've already taken one lot out of their packet, but I've grabbed another one just in case I get another hole while I'm doing my big cleanup of the house at the moment. So yeah, it's a big job cleaning up after moving, obviously, so I need all the extra gloves I can get, so I grabbed those because I use a lot of bleach, all that kind of stuff, especially in the bathrooms. So I needed those. They were from Aldi, so that was actually good. To get large at Aldi is hard quite often, so yeah, and the small gloves are so tiny they'd fit kids, so always need large. Baking paper, needed this. This was, where did I end up getting this? I don't think it was at Aldi. I'm pretty sure this kind of stuff was all sold out at Aldi too, so maybe Coles, I think I got it. Anyway, I use it a lot, and I'm planning on doing a big sort of bake up of cookies and things, so I did grab those. Cheese, I've got cheese here. So this bag is $7 and it is 700 grams from Coles. It's a better deal than the Aldi one, so I grabbed this. I always keep it in the freezer and just grab out as much as I need it, so it lasts a really long time. Custards, I don't normally buy them this way, but of course custards sold out everywhere at the moment, but they did have pouches left. Anyway, this is great for me anyway because I can put these in the freezer and put them in the lunchbox, and they sort of double as an ice block as well as this, so it's actually great. So I did grab those with the intention of using them for Joseph's lunchbox and just giving to Isabella as well. So they're $1.50 each, these ones. The Aldi ones are cheaper, but there was no Aldi ones, so I grabbed these ones. Pumpkin soup, I grabbed 2 of these. These are $2.70 at Coles. They're not bad, these ones. Not as nice as the Heinz ones, but they do the job, and this is pretty much a lunch for Johnny and I. So that's why I grabbed these. It's a quick and easy. These packets, you can actually cook it. It's like the gravy packets, you know, you cook it in the microwave this way, and you have lunch in 60 seconds. So it's super. So I did grab those for the pantry. Corn chips, I got 2 lots of those from Woolworths. They still had chips, so that was good. I think they were $1.90 each packet, so we don't eat them all at once. I sort of break them down or sparingly have them. So we're big on tacos and tortillas and Mexican. We love that, so we use those a lot. Baked beans is not something I always buy at all. We do buy the spaghetti. I've actually been looking for baked beans for a couple of weeks, some for my stockpiling and some for the pantry. However, everyone's been sold out, so I saw these today, just the Coles home brand ones, 65 cents. Couldn't get any from Aldi, of course, but there was 4 there. Well, they had more than 4. They had about 10 cans, and I grabbed the 4. So, you know, for us, we would use 2 cans per, if we had it for lunch or whatever. That's what we would use. So we would need 2 at a time. So grabbing 4 is just 2 days worth for us, so I did grab those. We would have that on toast, that kind of thing. Pizza sauce, Aldi was out, so I grabbed, where did I grab this one from? Coles, same price I think, well actually a bit dearer, I think it's $1.90 there, but with all my pizza making and all things I'm sort of creating, I needed more, so I grabbed those. Eggs are super hard to get at the moment, but Aldi had probably maybe about 20 lots left, and that was it, and not the ones that we normally get. We normally get just the 600 grams because they're better for cooking. I do have eggs in the fridge, but I think that I've got about 18 at the moment, but I didn't want to run short on them, and Johnny and I eat them a lot for breakfast, but we're going to try not to have them every day for breakfast because I do need them for cooking. Cakes, biscuits, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I just grabbed these because I am going to use them for sure, and if it gets close to expiry, obviously we'll eat them fast, we'll boil them up or whatever, but I need a lot of eggs for my baking, so I did grab 2 more lots of these. These were $3.29 each, I think, from Aldi. And then lastly are these. So I have stocked up on medicine. And I've actually, like Panadol, cold and flu tablets, that kind of thing, because they were so low here. Panadol was sold out. Somewhere I went, it was completely sold out. But Chemist Warehouse tend to have a few of these things. We have started taking, well, if you can see, these sort of immune boosters. I have a lot from Chemist Warehouse for us, for Johnny and I, and then there's a liquid form for the kids, which I've been giving them. But the liquid form you can give them when they're actually getting a cold as well. So I wanted these. These were on special at Coles for half price, $7.25 I think they were each. And I've been trying to get them all week and haven't been able to. I saw these today and I grabbed them so quickly. So then it means the liquid we can keep still, but they can, you know, have these instead every day, just to sort of try to help boost their immune system. It's got elderberry in it, which apparently is super good. My friend Stacey told me that her kids are always sick with flus and stuff like that, so she uses this a lot now and it has helped. So I did grab 2 of those for the kids as well. So money spent. I actually technically spent $199, so it was just under my usual $200 budget, but I had $135 free money, which was awesome. So I actually technically only spent $64 out of my pocket on this week's Fortnightly shop, which is awesome. So if you can work up reward points and do all of that, do it, because it's totally worth it, and it comes in handy during times like this that we've got now. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you check out the bulk food prepping video coming up very soon in the next few days. And yeah, keep an eye on the channel for us moving and whatever's going on here, because it is crazy. Thanks for watching.
Gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance.